Lian just got some massive buffs in the Wild Hoard update, and I've been putting off testing them for a while now, but in this video, we're gonna play some Lian and we're gonna see if these buffs are OP. Now, realistically, I don't think these Lian buffs are OP, and as a matter of fact, I actually think these buffs are quite clever, and we'll get to why I think that in a second. But first of all, let's talk about what the buffs actually are. They're actually quite simple. She just got some base stat buffs. Her rifle now does 50 more damage, so every base left click does 450 damage. And she also got a pretty substantial health buff, going from 2,000 to 2,150. And these buffs have two goals in mind. First, they want to give her more consistent damage pressure, specifically versus tanks, because that's something that Lian struggles with a lot. She has excellent burst combos, but, well, tank pressure, less so. And the health buff also has the goal of giving her more survivability across the board. Again, this helps with tank pressure, because she won't fall over to tanks so easily when they push her. But also, this will help her take duels more effectively because, well, her burst threshold has just gone up. People are going to need more burst to take her out. 2,000 health in 2024, or 2023 rather, was actually a pretty low health amount for a DPS to have, so Lian getting this health buff I think makes a lot of sense. Now, we're going to be playing with precision in this match because I want to test something out. Eminence is still ridiculously strong. Still might be her best talent this update. I still need to do more testing, still need to see what people are playing, but Eminence, of course, is an excellent talent. But Precision got an indirect buff as well this patch because it scales off of percentage of her weapon damage. Because her base weapon damage got up, thus, the precision damage will also go up, leading to just way more damage across the board. So we're going to try this out, and I think I'm just going to play my Lian HP build, because this also has Noble Crest at level 5. We're able to push the HP to the max, still get some cooldown reduction as well. And I'm going to buy some Veteran. I feel like buying Veteran today. So, yeah, let's try this out. Is the Mount Bug back? Oh my god, I think the Mount Bug is back. Oh my god. Oh, and Mix 6 is dead. Okay. Let's try to do some burst here. We almost killed their Lian. And, yeah, let's just see if we can get some kills here. Seems like no one's really taking control of the point right now. I don't know where their Fernando is. We got Imani out here. Oh, it's the one we'll focus. I actually recognize that person. They're a very good Imani main. Lots of high-level people in this match, I just realized. I didn't even realize who we were playing with until just now. And, yeah, we need to group up. We don't have a tank right now, unfortunately, so this match is definitely going to be in the enemy's favor here in terms of being able to capture the objective effectively. And do some burst damage there. Try and take a fight with this Lian, but sadly we're both low, and we're both just going to fall back. Alright, well, wonderful. And yeah, they're going to cap that. Imani just diffed the 7 through the wall there like that with that root. That was pretty well done. One thing you'll notice as well about Precision is sadly it doesn't work on shields. I have been petitioning Hi-Rez to change this because, frankly, it should be. Precision, Blast Flower, Focusing Lens, damage buffs like that, they all don't work on shields, and I think they all should. I don't see a reason why they should not. I get that they're meant to reward accuracy. Precision is literally called Precision for a reason. But it just makes them less effective against shields than they should be, and all of the champions I just listed are actually pretty terrible shield busters, so I just think this would really help out. Let me see. Let me push up a little bit. I want to get this Maeve if I can. 7's just dead.
Show them.
I feel like I can't really push up that far because we don't have a tank, but you can see that we were able to pretty easily diff the Maeve. Another thing you'll notice about this buff is that none of the auto-aim gets affected. Even though all of her abilities count as weapon attacks, this buff doesn't mean that every single attack just got 50 more damage. No, it does only apply to the left click. Our Valor and our Grace are both still doing 400, and our Presence is still doing 800, which I think is good. And I guess that can sort of lead into why I think these buffs are really clever. First of all, Lian getting a damage buff this patch makes a lot of sense, because Armor Plating counters every single ability that Lian has. For the reason I just described of all of her abilities count as weapon attacks. So, even though they, you know, you press an ability button to cast them, they're all just modified weapon attacks. So, stuff like Life Rip Echo applies, and Armor Plating applies as well. So, if you buy this one item versus Lian, you will completely shut her down. And to compensate, I think this buff is very reasonable. But also, I think this buff is reasonable because it avoids making the same mistakes that they made in the past with Lian. Lian historically has been a very annoying character when she's meta. because she has a ridiculous amount of burst, and she has 2 very powerful auto-aim abilities. She is the queen of auto-aim. Might have been dethroned by Coin Sati these days, honestly, but for the longest time, she has been the queen of auto-aim. When Alacrity was meta, it was just such a brain-dead and boring playstyle, and it should stay dead. Both of these buffs are buffs to make Lian more powerful when you actually aim with her, right? They buff that consistent damage. Look at that, we're able to destroy the dragon more effectively. And they don't buff the things that have been annoying about Lian historically. Yes, they do still technically buff the burst a little bit, but it's, gonna try and use this. Got the kill. Oh, yes, there we go, we defend. Alright. But yes, they do technically buff the burst, because you're doing 50 extra damage per shot, and even more if you are playing precision. But it's not a super crazy buff to the burst in the same way that, I don't know, maybe buffing Presence to 900 damage and having that scale with that would do, right? And it's also, obviously, not a buff to her auto-aim in any way, shape, or form. Auto-aim isn't even touched with Lian. So I think these changes are really clever for that, and I'm actually a huge fan of these changes, which I know is kind of weird coming from me, because, well, now I'm known as the guy who hates 7, but before 7, Lian was the main target of my ire. I even have a diss track on my channel that Darkseeker made, just for Lian. So, yeah. I'm kind of the Lian hater, but I have to admit, I have kind of secretly enjoyed Lian. I don't play her that much, but I will admit, certain things about Lian are very satisfying. When you do actually consistently land those weapon shots and land those combos, I will admit, it is actually very satisfying. Did she miss that? I'm still dead, because I don't have ammo, because I wasted it all. Did she actually miss that? She did. What the heck? What? Okay. Brilliant. But yeah, Lian has not been a particularly strong character for a while now, and that's another reason why I am a fan of these buffs. Because if you look at win rate stats, Lian is actually, she has historically been a mid to low performing champion. And the reason for that is, she's in the same class of character as Shaolin and Cassie, which is to say, she's a backline DPS who is really good at taking duels. She has a lot of high burst, and she is excellent at dueling squishy characters, be it flanks, other DPS, etc. Right? Ah, crap, I'm just dead. We are so disjointed as a team right now. But yeah, flanks have been buffed dramatically, as well as, in the past, over the past few years, Lian has been nerfed pretty dramatically as well. And with that sort of power shift and power dynamic, Lian has, comparatively in the meta, gone down quite a lot. And also, Shaolin, right now, I would even say, right now, with these Lian buffs, is still the king of the anti-flank meta, if you want to play a damage champion who shreds flanks, right? He has that high burst, 1300 damage cripple, huge follow-up damage, and he's got a lot of health to boot, thanks to some buffs that he received a while back as well. So Shaolin has just really been outperforming Lian in her niche, and then outside of her niche, she's a terrible tank buster. We have negative space right now, by the way. They're literally keeping us in spawn for free. This is ridiculous. But yeah, she has negative tank pressure. Like, she is terrible against tanks. Even with precision. She's terrible because, yeah, she can't bust shields effectively. Precision doesn't work on shields. And, for the longest time, she's also only had 2,000 health, so she's ridiculously squishy. An off-tank like Khan, ironically enough, because he's meant to be her bodyguard, Khan can just walk up on her and go bing, 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 and then kill her. So, she's not a good tank buster. She's not a blaster. I mean, she can kind of be a spammer with Alacrity, but that got nerfed quite a long time ago, and so she's obviously not going to take the niche of someone like Bomb King or Drogo's. So she really just didn't have much of a reason to be picked. Unless maybe, I guess, Shaolin was gone or something. Or you just felt more comfortable playing her than Shaolin, or maybe if you were on controller and wanted to take advantage of aim assist, right? So I think it is very reasonable, at the end of the day, for these buffs to happen. I am quite happy with the direction they've taken, and I think she is certainly a much stronger character now. Is she game-breaking? I don't think so, actually. I've played against a few Lians, and I have been impressed by their burst. But I don't think it's, like, game-breakingly busted. Especially because, like I said earlier, armor plating completely destroys Lian. 24% damage reduction versus weapon shots, and every single ability of Lian's counts as a weapon shot. If you buy armor plating against Lian, it'll shut her down as hard as someone like Strix, who is not doing super good in today's meta. I mean, he didn't get any buffs last patch, and then armor plating just makes him way worse this patch than he ever was last patch. It's so sad. Plus the stealth change as well. Everyone has Inherently Illuminate 2 now. Like, goodness gracious. Gracious. I can't speak. You know, I don't know why this happens to me, but I feel like... Okay, I'm recording this video after having eminently taken a shower, like, an hour ago. I feel like whenever I do that, it becomes harder to enunciate and speak properly. Does anyone else get that? I know this is a totally random tangent. That has nothing to do with Lian, but I feel like that's just sort of a weird thing that happens to me. I need to, like, take a drink. It's weird. It feels very, like, I don't know. I don't want to say sticky, but kind of sticky. That's strange. Anyways, back to the point of the video. Help to burst that Fernando down. I'm going to pop back here, and we'll do some damage. And yeah, Imani has armor plating level 2. You can see how much damage we're doing to her. It's significantly less. Well within the 300s. She also, this patch, was supposed to get a range buff, which I forgot to mention at the start of the video because I forgot. I don't actually know if that's been implemented properly. Some people were telling me that it's bugged, and to be quite frank, I haven't tested it. So I guess you can comment down below if you know more about that than I do. But even without the range buff, these are still very good buffs. And at the end of the day, a base damage buff still ultimately means a net range buff because, well, you're doing more damage at all ranges. So obviously you're going to do more damage at long range. Like, that's just, yeah, kind of a no-brainer. Let me continue busting away at this shield. I so wish precision would help me with that. I believe with max stacks now we do just, like, ever so slightly above 600 damage. That would be so nice versus a Fernando shield as Lian. It'd be very consistent. With record scale pretty high too, but like I just think it is such a reasonable thing to add to this game. I'm shocked that they haven't done it yet. Oop, she's almost dead. If that wall wasn't in the way, she might have been. I'm just not hitting those, unfortunately. Even though I do rather enjoy some of the combo-based gameplay of Lian. Like I said, I have not really played too much Lian recently. Part of it's because of that whole meta thing. Part of it's because I still kind of feel guilty doing it sometimes. Part of it's just, I don't know, I've been playing other characters. I've been playing a lot of characters recently that aren't my mains or aren't even necessarily people I play too much historically. The one character I have been playing a lot recently that I've also been enjoying is Vora. But apart from that, I mean, I feel like I've really just been testing a lot of stuff recently, you know? I've been testing changes to items on characters that I don't normally play, like, you know, Yagharoth and Rom and Genos and all this stuff with, like, Bloodbath and things. I've been testing balance changes. Like, I noticed the other day I was playing some Eevee on stream, and I feel like I'm starting to get rusty with her. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I guess that's really just a testament to how little I've been playing characters that are in my core. What I would consider to be my core set of characters, anyways. I should really get back to that. Also, hey, that's me! Except I'm using the total wrong skin, but it'd be really funny if we were matching, huh? Or actually, is that the Tyra skin? Wait, that's the Tyra skin, isn't it? I'm sorry. There are like... Okay. They released 2 event passes back-to-back that had a Tyra skin and a Lian skin in it, and both of the passes just blend together in my mind, I swear. Like, they both have basically the same theme and the same color palette, and like... I mean, this Tyra skin has white hair, and Lian has white hair, and I feel like I get so tripped up. I feel like those event passes were just so forgettable. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You guys know the event passes I'm talking about, right? The one with the, Lian skin has a witch hat, right? And then, I don't know, enjoys boning or something. And, I don't even remember what the Tyra skin's supposed to be. It's like an angel, I guess? Pyre angel sort of thing? I don't know. Not to be confused with the other angel skin, because she has another one. I'm confused. Anyways. Let me try and beat this Fernando back. I still have Grover with me. Just gonna do a bunch of damage to him. Oh, this shield is not going down. And now I've got a damage-boosted Maeve coming after me. Throw that out. She is damage-boosted. I need to be careful. We need to capture this point or else we lose. Let's see if we can make some plays happen here. Just gonna throw that out. Oh, it gets shielded. Yeah, that was a bad play on my end. Maybe 7 could do something here? BK gets the Furia, that's huge, but our Shaolin's gonna die. BK's dead. 7's dead. Aw, it's so Grover. No, quite literally, Grover's the only one alive. It's all down to Grover. Oh, no! No, no, it's really Grover! No! No! Oh, okay.
We have bent, but
well,
we will not
that's a real
break.
shame. I suppose this isn't a bad demonstration of Lian's power at the end of the day, because we just played Lian versus another Lian. Frankly, at the end of the day, this is a demonstration of what it's like to not have a frickin' tank on your team, dude. What the heck? If we had a tank instead of this Shaolin, we would have been absolutely balling there. We would have been winning. I actually died the least on the team. I know I was playing very safely that game. And yeah, I guess it reflects on my death counter. Actually, lowest deaths in the lobby, tied with Furia. You know, I'll take that. I'll take that small little victory there, even though I didn't get top kills on the team. I got top damage by double the next person. Still got 11 assists. I don't think that was a particularly bad performance. And you know what? Their Lian also did pretty good. 80,000 damage, 13 kills, 6 deaths. The Lians in this match did quite good. And yeah, I am ultimately a fan of this buff, I have to say. But of course, do you agree with that opinion, or do you disagree? Do you think this is too strong? Do you think Lian needs more for some reason? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, of course. And also, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that wonderful stuff down beneath the video that you're supposed to do at the end of YouTube videos. Yes. Look at me doing the YouTube thing. I'm such a good YouTuber. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.
Not a toothpick or a hitbox. Every time you try to fly, I deny. Just want you out the sky like a fly, not even in my line of sight. Now you understand why. I don't even look at you. Do what I do. I just shoot at you.
Underneath 2,300 hit points knows the deal. Unzipping my pants, then kneel.